Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Animal Fetus with Wendy Hart's Counseling, and today's video is going to be all about empowering women and creating the self-concept, you are lovable, you are enough, you are worthy, and how to stop breaking intergenerational patterns of attracting situations and or relationships that are not serving us, and keep reflecting what we as women, through these unhelpful intergenerational patterns we have acquired, low self-worth, loss of voice, unhelpful core beliefs, like all the heavy negative things that we have acquired as women, as feminine energy throughout this past few centuries. We are now in this age of Aquarius, and we are breaking all these cycles. So the way to break the cycles is when we start to feel all the uncomfortable feelings, and those uncomfortable feelings will stem from a self-concept that is not solid, from a self-concept or core beliefs that reflect things such as, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, I am unworthy, I am bound to be rejected, I am bound to be alone. It seems to be, not in all cases, but mostly as women, we kind of have become chasers of this different way of thinking and feeling about ourselves. I really strongly resonate with the feminine energy, and I feel for all of us, especially because today is International Women's Day. I feel for all of us for, all the situations that have come into our life that highlight, whether it is a person, a job, a romantic relationship, a friend, that reflect back to us how we're thinking and feeling about ourselves due to the way that we were raised, the core beliefs that we acquired as children, what we absorbed in our environment as we were growing up. Because in my Greek culture, women were very much raised in guilt and shame. We were put in a box, limited things that we could do compared to men. We were told very specific things of what we could and could not do. We were shamed in many things that we could not. We couldn't do so many things, and we would be shamed or put into guilt. And then that lives within us, becomes part of our nervous system. These messages get integrated into our nervous system and get ingrained into our subconscious mind. Therefore, they become our predominant engine. So when we wake up in the morning and we kickstart our day, our subconscious mind controls 95% of everything. Like our autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for our digestion, for our heart beating, the lymphatic system, like all these things run automatically. We don't even have to think about them at all. We don't have to direct any of our organs to do their job. And same with the subconscious mind. We don't direct it to do its job. It just does its job by sending signals of what it has acquired so far about who we are to create our energetic field. And based on that energetic field, by the law of attraction, we bring in these people, places, and or experiences that reflect back to us where we still are. And this video is not only limited to females. I'm sure there's a lot of males out there that are trying to heal their feminine energy as well and find balance in the both. So we're going to talk about breaking these patterns. I made a video not that long ago because I feel I am at the brink of breaking free from this pattern that I continuously keep reliving over and over due to the fact, so I was raised in a lot of guilt and shame. So that just lived within me so strongly that I would keep bringing in situations to highlight that shame within myself until I realized my gosh, like it's being highlighted to me because it needs to be released. It doesn't want to be here. And like Brene Brown always says, the best place to start to release shame is to talk about it, because shame likes silence, it likes to hide. So that's why I am really vulnerable with what I experience, because that's the only way to get rid of shame. Because we all do things in our life that are mistakes, that unfortunately may hurt other people, so, like not unconsciously, like hurt other people without you meaning to actually do that. Like you might come from a place of good, but through your wounds, your actions might be a little bit, our actions might not be aligned with the bestest version of ourselves, but they're aligned with that version of ourselves in that moment that's trying to do the best that it can to heal itself from these thoughts that it has, that it's not good enough, that it's not worthy. So then it keeps wanting to recreate that experience, and that's called recapitulation. And a lot of the times, if we were punished a lot when we were children, my counselor that I recently worked with lately, completely new one, I will put his information actually down below. He explained this really, really well. He said that the emotional body and the brain, of course, I know that they communicate all the time, but when we try to break these patterns and we are starving ourselves basically from that abusive experience, our body will send signals to the mind to create these thoughts so they can continue to feed on that same pattern of abuse, because it thrives off of it, like it needs it, it wants it. So I can see why I would find myself repeatedly in situations where I would give someone the opportunity to basically highlight what a terrible human I am, or the mistakes that I do and how they affect them. Therefore, I can keep living that same pattern, which is called recapitulation in the counseling world, because my body thrives off of that. That's what it knows. That's what it wants. So to break these cycles, we have to feel it to heal it. We have to walk right through that shame, right through that guilt. And it depends what modality it is that will work for you. Depends what the scoring of your traumas is on the ACE scoring test, Adverse Childhood Evaluation, I believe is the acronym for ACE. So if you're, say, a 1 out of 10 on that, then maybe logotherapy is enough to heal whatever is going on within you. Perhaps if you're an 8 out of 10, you need a little bit further than logotherapy, which is basically just speaking to a counselor. You might need to really dig deep to break those subconscious patterns through breath work or somatic therapy or shadow work. Others might need energy healing. There's so many modalities out there that are available to us to continue to break these patterns and continue to raise our vibration. So the best way to know what to bring to your counselor, therapist, friend, whoever your chosen method of healing yourself will be, the best way to understand what's really going on is to pay attention to your thoughts. When you find yourself again in those repeat patterns and or situations, try to see what your thoughts are saying, because that's where all the juice is. So say, like my thoughts, for example, always want to go back to what terrible human being I am, because I was just so criticized when I was younger and like nothing was ever good enough. So of course I internalized all that as if I just must be a terrible human being and I can never get anything right. So I will literally create situations in my life where I can just relive that over and over because my body, was craving for it. I'm hoping that I have broken it, but I had to really pay attention to my thoughts, and my thoughts would be such as these. Of course, I'm a terrible human being. Of course, I can't get anything right. All I do is hurt people, or there were things of that nature, but that's actually totally not true. Of course, I'm going to do things, and sometimes I like my actions might unintentionally hurt someone else, but it's not what I was meaning to do. Or I might take on 10 tasks and not complete one properly. So of course I'm going to take that one task I didn't complete properly as if I can't do anything right. Or if it's a human that's mirroring back to me my core beliefs, and I'm using them as a crutch to be able to get over that. I might feel like I'm annoying people, or I'm too much, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. Pay attention to your thoughts, and then do the complete opposite. Affirm yourself the complete opposite. Do meditations that will integrate your new thoughts. So if you're feeling unlovable, then you do meditations that will bring in self-love, and then give yourself self-love. And the best way to give yourself self-love, the biggest gift of self-love, is to be able to forgive yourself in those moments. Forgive yourself in all the mistakes and all the chasing and all the mishaps and all the this and all the that you have done. Release your guilt and shame, or even better, if you're not at the point to release it, accept it, integrate it, transmute it, and then walk right through it. We have to feel it to heal it. It took me, I think earlier this year, 2 days. I sat in shame fever. I just let it all come up. Instead of trying to stuff it away or not look at it, I let it all just come up. And then I did a breathwork session, and I just basically cried it all out. This is shame that I have acquired from, I can't even remember, 1 year old. And that's 44 years in the making. That's a lot that has been built up. So that really worked for me. Breath work, shadow work also. Whatever it is that you need to do to gift yourself, please, there's so many modalities and things out there that can help you. I am also a counselor as well. I do logotherapy, and my specialty is core beliefs and blasting those to create the complete different thought pattern in your mind, in order to create a complete different set of emotions, because thoughts equal emotions, and emotions will produce a behavior. So we can control our thoughts, create new emotions, create new behaviors, and then just overall have different patterns in our life. And make sure you give yourself love all the time, because as humans, we are going to stumble, and we are going to fall, and we are going to unintentionally trigger, bother, or hurt someone else. I use quotation marks because this is all, we're all one consciousness, and we all choose these patterns, and we all want to help each other, whether or not we are aware of it or not. People and our experiences, we all join each other, because at the end of the day, we're all learning from each other. It's always going to be a 50-50% interaction. So I don't want you to feel like you're the only one, that you're so bad and you're so this and you're so that. And no one's actually bad. We're all just learning from each other. We have soul contracts. And then all of a sudden, from these experiences becoming heavy, they become light and airy. Or the thought of this experience has actually become like a gift. But I know the feeling, because it's a lot easier to stay in that heaviness and want to continue to punish yourself and have you sit in guilt and shame. But let's keep moving forward, healing our self-worth, healing our core beliefs, healing our voice, and knowing that it is okay to ask for what we want as women without the fear of being left. Because I encounter this a lot with people that I work with. They're scared to voice to the masculine what it is that they want, because they're scared that the masculine might walk away from them. And if that's the case, then they're not the masculine for you. As long as we have this knowing and a sure sense of self that we are worthy and we deserve everything, I would not want us to settle for anything less. So I wish you, yeah, I do wish you everything. I wish you experience everything that you want to have in a relationship, in a job, in a friendship. You deserve it. You're amazing. Keep doing the work. Keep healing yourself, raising your vibration. Keep never point the finger at someone else. Keep being introspective. Why am I feeling this way? Why is this person bringing this out of me? What am I still missing? Because you don't need that person and or that job or situation for anything anymore. You just need them to show you what's going on inside and the thoughts, and then you create this safety or the love or whatever it is that you need from within yourself. Then you go and you do the work to create that. And if you don't know where to start, pop me a message, comment below or DM me. I love hearing from you guys. And as always, all my love and gratitude. Happy Feminine Day. So much love and light. If you liked anything about this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I'll see you next time.